Mini's Oxford trims are meant to provide great value for new car shoppers without breaking the bank. New for 2021, the 2021 Mini Countryman is a quirky little thing. In a world of ever-sharpening creases and aggressive styling, the Mini's Hardtop-but-stung-by-a-bee curvature offers a friendlier aesthetic alternative. The headlights are anime character big and the Union Jack design in the taillights is fun. The Oxford Edition rides on 18-inch wheels. The base model gets 17s, making the whole shebang look a little less entry-level than it is. Load error inside. The Countryman's aesthetics again separate it from the pack, but at the same time, it feels a little meh for a car carrying a $30,000 price tag. None of the softer plastics feel particularly premium, but they do a great job at picking up and holding onto more dust than harder materials generally would. The massive swath of trim across the middle layer of the dashboard looks cool on more expensive variants, but the Oxford's shiny grey piece looks kinda dull and cheap. It's better than piano black, though, because this one at least hides fingerprints better. Then there's the aviation-style switchgear, which will forever remain the most rewarding toggles to flip in the auto industry. Despite its small form factor, the Countryman is decently functional. The tray ahead of the cup holders is good for stashing a phone or a mask, while an exposed tray under the armrest is sizable enough for a small purse. Visibility is solid, too, thanks to tall glass and styling that doesn't sacrifice much for an attractive roofline. The Countryman's shape also means there's ample interior space for adults across both rows. The 2021 Mini Countryman is not without its drawbacks, though. The cargo area has a low-load floor, which is nice, but its overall capacity of 17.6 cubic feet behind the second row lags behind nearly every feasible competitor. From premium offerings like the Since the Oxford Edition is meant as a no-haggle, what you see is what you get sort of trim. Safety systems are limited to the most notable ones. This Countryman comes standard with forward collision warning, automatic emergency braking and rear parking sensors. If you want access to adaptive cruise control, a head-up display or self-parking assist, you'll have to move to a more expensive trim and throw a $1,250 package into the mix. If you're looking for lane departure warning, lane keeping assist or blind spot monitoring, you'll have to look at a different car entirely. That leaves us with the driving experience. Guess what? That's underwhelming, too. The Countryman Oxford's sole engine offering is the base 1.5-litre inline-3 that produces 134 horsepower and 162 pound-feet of torque. It'll generate enough oomph to dart through urban traffic with ease, but it feels dead below the belt in wider open suburban and exurban settings. Constantly sounding as if it's performing under duress, this three-banger does not like the highway, and even something as simple as accelerating from 70 to 80 miles per hour requires planning. The situation is dire even on paper, with my all-wheel drive tester set to reach 60 miles per hour in a leisurely 9.6 seconds. The 7-speed dual-clutch transmission is at its best when it doesn't need to change gears. Pushing off from a stoplight feels clunky, deceleration incurs low-speed driveline vibrations and the stop-start system is so annoyingly obvious that I'm willing to pay the extra gas money to keep it off permanently. It's not very efficient, either, offering just 23 miles per gallon city and 32 mpg highway as it tries to shove around 3,300 plus pounds with Ford-driven wheels. Oh, and it requires premium fuel. Maybe the ride is okay? Nah, fam. In its own website copy, Mini refers to the Oxford Edition's fixed suspension as super tight, which is accurate to the benefit of nobody. The Countryman is perennially stiff, transferring all manner of bumps and humps directly to the occupant's skeletons, and in urban areas where the inline-3 thrives, that means the ride will almost always be uncomfortable. Sure, its handling is flat as a pancake, which I could forgive a lot of this if the 2021 Countryman Oxford actually presented a solid value, but BMW's influence bleeds into the price, too. Including $850 in destination charges, my all-wheel drive tester rings in at $29,350, which I feel is about $4,000 too high given what that's the trouble with the 2021 Mini Countryman. Even in its Oxford Edition trim, trying to stand out from the crowd isn't enough to outweigh an undermotivated powertrain and strange feature packaging with some very notable omissions. If you simply must worm your way into the BMW lifestyle before possessing the financial means to put a roundel in your garage, the Countryman will serve its mission, but when you take a variety of other factors and cars into account, its luster fades quickly.